What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you guys stopping by as usual, hanging out with your boy and talking about guns. As I always say, if you aren't training, you're slacking. So get to the range, spend some time with the firearm that you're using to protect yourself and your family, and get proficient with that tool. So this video is going to be a little bit different. I'm just going to let video play in the background of me shooting the Kimber KDS9c, and I'll just kind of talk about the gun, how I feel about it, my impressions, and my overall thoughts after spending some time with it and putting roughly about 700 rounds or so through the gun. Now, all in all, I can say that this is probably one of the sleekest looking firearms that I've seen come to market, and Kimber is killing it. They're doing an excellent job just putting out some excellent products, from the Mako R7, especially with the carbon version, and then dropping the KDS9c, also the CDS9. All of these guns are great. They're getting rave reviews, and you know, they are just excellent firearms. Now, my time with the KDS9c has really been nice. I haven't really had any problems with the gun, none that I can remember, no malfunctions. Later in this video, you'll see I did have one fail to feed or something like that, which is, you know, not a big deal. Out of 700 rounds, one fail to feed, no big deal. But the ergonomics of this gun are really nice. The actual coating that they put on this gun is dope. The barrel, the fluted barrel that they have on here is really nicely done. It has a really nice solid trigger, short reset, a clean crisp trigger with a solid reset, allows for easy follow-up shots, and it allows you to stay on target better because there is less trying to anticipate and feel what the trigger is going to do, especially if it's the same consistent pull every time you pull the trigger. Now, as you can see, I'm not running a red dot, and I'm using the actual sights that came on the firearm. The sights that are on here are easy to pick up, and target acquisition is a breeze with this gun. So I'll show you a little bit of the target later on. I wasn't really doing any precise target shooting. I was mostly just filling the gun out, trying to get comfortable with the platform and shooting rapid fire, double taps, just, you know, consistent one shots, a little bit of everything. So this is like I said, not going to be a precision type thing where you're going to see like an excellent keyhole type deal. All right, so now that we're back from the range, we're going to focus on the gun in a little bit more detail. On the table here, I just have a couple guns that I've been spending a bunch of time with lately, and the one that's probably the most talked about right now is going to be the Kimber 2K11. This is the stainless model with the MJD carbon fiber and Kevlar grip. This thing is phenomenal, but we won't be really talking about that gun. Just kind of wanted to point it out. This is going to have a 5-inch barrel. It's going to be your full size gun, and this thing is great. I'll post other videos about this gun, but the reason why I have it out here is because it's going to be one of Kimber's latest offerings, and this is what we're going to be talking about here. So moving into the gun that we're talking about, which is going to be the Kimber KDS9c. Now this has a 4.09-inch barrel, which I don't know why it didn't just stick with a 4-inch, but it is all good. It does have a 30-degree crown on the barrel, and it is fluted. As you can see here, it is unloaded. There's nothing in the magazine, so I'm going to put this in here for aesthetic purposes. I do want to get a mag well at some point for this gun, but overall, it is a beauty. Now, you just watched the range footage showing how well and balanced this gun is, from rapid fire all the way to slow fire, double taps, etc. Gun performs well. All right, so we started out with the barrel, talked about kind of how it has that flush fit there, 30-degree ramp on there, and it is crowned and ramped. however you want to put it, whichever order. We'll start from the top and just kind of go over the gun. It also has a True Glow night sight on there, and we'll zoom in a little bit so you can see that. It picks up really nice. Also has some night sights on the back here, which I can do without. Blacked out would be cool with me, but overall these sights work really well. The serrations on here make this gun easy to manipulate on the front and the back. So if you want to manipulate from the back, same thing. Overall, it is great. The barrel is a nice chrome finish, stainless steel. The frame is stainless steel, as well as the slide. The slide is going to be in a Kimber black, and this particular model is going to have the Kimber gray frame. So as we continue to move down the gun, we're going to get to the trigger. Now, Kimber markets this as a 3.5 to 4 or 4.5 trigger pull. Now, to me, it breaks at about a solid 3. It feels crisp. I'll give you a sample of that here. A little bit of take up, and it breaks really nicely there. Reset, nice and short. Now, the one thing about the trigger is it does move out and allow you to reset and follow up with shots really smoothly and consistently. But unlike the 2K11, it doesn't actually like force your finger out. So on here, you can see it kind of pushes out, even though it's that reset on the 2K11 is in a lane of its own, because it has that GT trigger in it. But this one feels really good, and this is marketed more towards a compact or carry size, and it actually does that really well. Comes with one flush fit 15 round mag, which I don't have out here with me. I only have the 18-inch. It comes with 18 round mag, and then one 15 round mag. Looks really good with this 18 rounder in there, which I prefer, and is what I use majority of the time. I have 2 of these actually. Kimber sent me out a second mag. If you watch one of our previous videos, you'll know how I obtained that from them. Gun also has ambidextrous safeties right there that you can manipulate on both sides. You can actuate it and deactivate on both sides. And before I forget, there's one other feature on the KDS9c that I really appreciate, and it is the grip safety. If you notice, it's deleted here. So there is no grip safety. They deleted the grip safety on here. So when you're using this gun, you don't have to worry about making sure you have the proper grip or whatever, which for a carry gun that you're going to be in defensive situations with, that is excellent to me. So no grip safety, unlike on the more traditional 1911 and 2011 style guns where you have this grip safety. So love that feature. Has G10 grips, which are exchangeable or changeable. I plan to change these out at some point. Kimber offers a couple different options. Now it does have this grenade style type grip on the grips as well as on the front of the gun. I'll zoom in a little bit here. And on the back. And this gun, despite it looking a little bit slick and appearing that maybe it doesn't grip well, this thing locks down in your hand and it does not move. You have this beautiful beaver tail there, and the controls are easy to reach. Now I do have to break my grip slightly because I don't have really big hands, but I don't have small hands either. But overall, the gun aesthetically is just pleasing. It looks really good. The hammer on here is a commander size or style, and it functions well as well. It's nice and smooth, so I really like the look of that. So moving on to other features. Now this thing does have a nice undercut under the trigger well, which allows your finger to slide in there, and that makes controlling the gun and gripping down on it really easy. Fingers lock in and it does not move. So as you saw in those rapid shots, this gun controlled really well. It was balanced, and it shoots and points really well. Also has a external extractor, which is something that all 1911 and 2011s need to move to, because the internal extractor is just, not that reliable. This thing right here functions really well. The extraction of the casings are consistent, and have a nice pattern while you're shooting. No issues with that. Now, being transparent, I did have 2 or 3 malfunctions with the gun. They were mostly just failure to go into batteries, and I think they're ammo specific. I'll see if I can find some footage of it and throw it in here. But essentially, there are some rounds that will kind of get stuck on the feed ramp, certain ammo, and it wouldn't go in. But if you eject the round out and then reload it and rack it back again, the rounds go in perfectly. So it fed pretty much every type of round that I tried to put in it. Didn't have any issues really shooting any type of ammo, whether it was hollow points, 115s, 124s, 147s. All of them ran pretty damn good, no issues. So I am really happy with the KDS9c. I think Kimber did a really great job on this gun. And with the 2K11 line, especially now that they dropped the 4 1/4, man, Kimber is doing the damn thing. All right, we'll get into negatives here. There are a couple of those, and the first one is going to be the mag. So we're talking about the mag here. This mag runs really well. It's reliable. It's sturdy built steel, but it is not a traditional 2011 magazine, right? So these are proprietary for the KDS9c. I would have much preferred the more traditional 2K11 style mag, only because it would allow me to run the same mags across platforms. So no matter what gun I was using, like this Apollo 11 here, all these mags would work. So the 4 1/4 inch 2K11 that they just dropped as I'm filming this video today may be a better option for you if you're looking for a mag compatibility. But if you're just looking for a really nice 1911 style gun to run with a hammer and all that, this is a very, very great option, and one that I am really happy with. I would say definitely satisfied with my purchase, and I would recommend this gun to anybody. I mean, if you're getting into 1911s and you want something double stacked with good capacity, this is definitely a way to go. All right, quick interruption of the video. I forgot to mention one standout feature, and that is the rail. The KDS9c comes with a non-rail model. This is the rail model, which allows you to run all of your lights. The TLR7s actually fit pretty well on here. The HLX model of the TLR7 fits pretty flush to the end, as you can see here. Of course, you can run your bigger lights if you choose to, totally up to you. Back to the video. So with that, would you go with the Kimber KDS9c or the 2K11, or would you choose one of the other competition guns? This is a striker fire gun, has nothing to do with these platforms at all, but it's one of the guns I've been running and doing some changes to, so I just happen to have it out here. That gun is a really great striker fired option from Smith & Wesson. So at any rate, drop your comments down below. Tell me what you think about the KDS9c. Would you choose this over the 4 1/4 2K11 that they just dropped? And outside of that, if there's something else that you would go with. That will conclude this video. Like, share, subscribe. Keep pushing the 2A and get out there and shoot, guys. If you're not training, you are slacking. So make sure you're getting out there and shooting, being effective with the tools that you use to protect you and your family. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.